All right, welcome back to the second half of 2.2, translating equations. All right, so with translating equations, we're taking, the English word and we're making it into math. Like a lot of the time, students don't like word problems, but really the math, oftentimes the math behind it is actually easier. It's just getting to the point to where you can set up the math. That makes it difficult. But if you expand your vocabulary and you know more of what these words are meaning, it makes it easier for you, okay? So what I got here is like a word bank, and I want you to copy all these words down, and you can add to it. This is just to get you started. But these are words that we use for adding, subtracting, multiply, and divide. So some of the words for add are sum, combine, total, and more than. Okay. For subtract, common ones, again, there's a lot more. You can add to them as we go. For subtract, we have difference, take away, minus, and less than. Okay? For product, we have, for multiply, we have product times of, weird, and doubled. Well, the reason of is multiply. It doesn't always fit. It doesn't always make sense. But if you have like a fraction, and you use the word of, it makes sense. Like if you said, what's half of 10? Well, half of 10 is 5. But when you multiply it, 1 over 2 times 10 over 1 simplifies to 10 over 2, which is 5. It works with fractions all the time. When you see of and fractions are involved, that means multiply. But it doesn't work with whole numbers. Like you don't say 10 of 3 is 30. But knowing all these translations of words into math makes those word problems just easier to set up. So doubled means multiply, but it's specifically multiplied by 2. So again, there's many more. For divide, we have quotient, halved, over. Like 6 over 3 simplifies to 2. Sometimes just, breaking it down into the math makes it an easier problem. I want to talk about more than and less than for a second. Because more than and less than are like backwards, written from how they're said. What I mean by that, if you said 6 minus 3, right? That would be easy, 6 minus 3. But if you said 6 less than 3, you're saying the word 6 first, but in order to do 6 less than 3, that would be 3 minus 6. So when you see less than and more than, you write it in the reverse order of how it's said. It wouldn't make a difference with more than, because when you add two numbers, the order in with which you add them does not matter. But less than, when you subtract, it definitely matters. So you always should get in the habit of translating correctly the math from the written word. All right, we're going to do a little problem. I'm going to steal it from the book. We're going to translate it into an equation, okay? I'm going to erase this here. All right, I'm just going to steal this. It says, the product of 6 and a number decreased by 12 is 15. Got a lot of translating here to do. When you get really good at translating, you get much better at word problems. You're going to see when we make this equation, it's going to be a relatively simple equation. The only challenge is translating the written word into the math. Okay, so the product of 6 and a number. What did we say product meant? Multiply, right? Here's something a little different. It says a number, a number. What do we call a number? It doesn't say what that number is. What is that? Yep, variable. So the product of 6 and a number would be written as 6x, okay? Decreased by 12. That wasn't in our word bank, but we can add it to our word bank. What do you think decreased by 12 means? Yep, you guessed it, minus 12, okay? is 15. What do you think is means? Is equals, right? Equals 15. And what do you know? We've got an equation. 6 times x minus 12 equals 15. Now this equation is easier to solve compared to the ones that we were doing in the last lesson. Again, the hard part's setting it up. Once you get real comfortable, we're going to knock out those word problems all the time. All right, so I'm going to add 12 to both sides, and I get 6x equals 27. I'm going to divide by 6, and then x is equal to 27 over 6. And 27 over 6, both of those are divisible by 3. So 27 divided by 3 would be 9. And then 6 divided by 3 would be 2. And we get that improper fraction. We love those improper fractions. Leave them just like that. Guys, thank you. Thank you for listening again today. I'm going to verbalize some of these for you in class so you can practice, and we'll get good at translating. All right, look forward to seeing you in the next one.